Good morning. Welcome to my channel. This is CeeCeeG. Just want to show you what we have been doing in the garden since Tropical Storm Depression Debbie. So we had to really pull out a lot of our vegetables and things and plants because they were saturated with water, and this, I think it was just basically over watering because of all the rain that fell. So I'm going to show you what we have been doing. Okay, so we still have our sage, scarlet sage, and as I told you in a previous video, that the sage is really producing very well, and so there was no changes to this, thank God. But anyway, let me go over here. Over here, this is where we had the green eggplant with some beets. Now the beets, I think some of the bugs may have gotten to those, but I noticed that there was barely any stem on there left, so I had to dig in this dirt and grab them out of the soil. And so what I did with this is I'm going to give it another try with the spaghetti squash again, because we weren't successful this year. So I put like 3 packets of seeds. I just spread them out. So my mom and I, we really enjoy eating spaghetti squash. So we're going to give it a go again. Plus, I might be able to get a good harvest just before it gets cold. We're kind of like towards the middle of August, and you know the next season is fall, so I might be still okay to harvest some spaghetti squash. Okay, this raised bed, we had the canary melon in here, and this one was the one that got drowned with the Brussels sprouts in here as well, but those seem to do okay. I just pulled off some of the yellow leaves and tried to you know, salvage what was left of it. So far so good. We had a nice little rain, I guess last night and sometime this morning, so things are looking pretty good over here. This is a comfrey plant. I have comfrey in another container, but I think I may transplant it, the other ones over here, because this is all by itself. Now I had bought 2 comfrey plants, but I don't know what happened to the one, which I'm kind of disappointed, but I still have this one growing, so we'll see how things go with this plant. With this bed, this is the one where I had all the beets, and I recently harvested all of them. So what I did was I replanted some more beet seeds in here. I just threw them everywhere, and I'll just, you know, watch it as it grows, because it's really hard for me to sit down and individually put one seed at a time, because some seeds are so small and it's hard for me to see. And this is our moringa. I just put a bunch of seeds in here, but you can see it's doing really good, and soon I'm going to be harvesting this because it'll bush out even more as you cut it. So moringa has very many health benefits. It's very beneficial for your health. So I would encourage you to maybe purchase some seeds, even if it's in a little small area in your yard, or you know, your balcony or patio. Okay, so this one is empty, but I recently planted some dill seeds. We eat a lot of dill around here, especially on our fish, and so we'll soon see this sprouting, and we'll get a great harvest out of it. And this bed has nothing, so this one's free, and we can put whatever we desire in there. So things are coming along. We're just trying to get things organized in the yard and make it look a little bit cleaner. And you know, I like things to look in excellence, but we do the best we can because we're both physically challenged. So you know, and the way this grass be growing, it grows so fast, especially after a good rain. Okay guys, so this is all that's left of the totes that we have. As you can see off to the right, we have none, and we're going to keep it that way. Just want to have a clear path when we're walking back and forth. Plus it looks neater. Totes are okay, but it can make your yard look ghetto and junky, and so we're not with that. So I'm just dwindling them down one by one. My husband's been helping me as well, so most of the times I have to sit here and just dig them out while my husband transplants some of them. So we're getting there, And this is all the containers. Now we already took a load of them out of here to the dump, and this load will be going with the other load that's left out here, and then we'll just patch this grass and this dirt and stuff and fill it in so it looks nice back here. And these two are the comfrey plants. These will go into that one round small bed so they can spread out and grow. This is very good. It's also called knit bone. It's supposed to help with inflammation, broken bones, anything that has to do with joints. It's a very, very good herb to restore your health and make you feel better, so you can cut out going to the doctors all the time for certain things. So here is my toolbox that I bought for myself, which looks quite junky, but I have a lot of seeds in here and my markers and the little labels so that I can name, what I'm growing inside. But it's a great thing to have, and I purchased this at Walmart, so I will put the link in the description if you're interested in buying it. I don't mind sharing things that I purchased with you, but it's very reasonable. It's very affordable, and it's great, especially when you need to take all your little tools and things out to the garden. I'm not that garden bag person. I need a toolbox because it can carry a lot of things that I need. Now here are a few things that are growing. Now this, I'm not sure what this is. It didn't have a tag. I don't know what happened to it, but I'll just have to figure out what it is like I did the last time. So I have a couple herbs here growing, and some onions and some milk thistle. This milk thistle I'm going to eventually put in the soil. I'm kind of hesitant because it has stickers on there, and so I'm not, I've already hit my hand on it and hurt myself. So I don't know if I got to get a pair of tongs to get this sucker down in the dirt, but I'll have my husband helping me on this one. That one will be the last one. So as you can see, and this was the bed that we had the tomatoes in, the leeks in, and the the grape tomatoes in. These are celery here, and those little bunches in 3. And this was the first eggplant that we had that was in a tote. My husband had installed this in the raised bed, so we're trying to just hold on and see if it's going to grow more eggplant. In this bed, we have some marigolds and a bunch of bell pepper plants. Now, we've been pulling a lot of bell peppers lately, and they're really growing good, and I don't see as much bug bites in the green peppers, which is good, because I think yesterday I did about 20 green peppers, processing them, extracting the seeds and cutting them up and putting them in the freezer. It's a great way, to avoid having to purchase, like blends and onions and green pepper frozen bags, for cooking. Like, I do fresh and I do frozen, so, but I did cut those up, and I cut up the onions too that we had here. Some of them came out about small, medium, but we were still able to use them. Okay guys, so we have herbs in this one too. I think this is like the Angelica herbs that we moved over, and there are some more of the moringa that I moved over here, and you can see that there's a little yellow because those were the ones that got it rained into, and we had drainage holes, but you know, when rain is coming down at a high rate of speed, it can overflow the plant, so you don't want that. But you know, you can't help what goes on as far as the weather is concerned. And this is the other eggplant, the green one. We're growing, but we have so much eggplant here that we had to freeze it, and so I don't know if you can see, but I probably will have to take these off, and you can see that it's growing. These kind of grow kind of slender, no more than 12 inches, like 9 to 12 inches. You can take it off like once it gets to a certain length. I would say before it hits 12 inches, you can just pull it right off. And here are some more things. Now, I picked these buckets up and put them in here just to designate where they're going to be. Okay, so here is another bed. We have some herbs in here like rosemary and dill in here as well. And my husband put in one of the cherry tomato plants that we had in a bin. So we wanted to try to see if we can get some more tomatoes out of it. It's like blooming like a little bit, but it's not like a big amount. Actually, this has grown some, but we're going to see if we can harvest some more tomatoes before we have to pull it for the season. And I had to cut back the Swiss chard because this summer we just had a lot of bugs touching everything, eating everything, so I had to cut it back some. But Swiss chard grows better in the cooler temps. It'll grow in the summer, but it usually grows really good in like weather like 75 degrees. So I've had this since fall of last year, so I'm still going strong. But Swiss chard is really great if you need to go to the bathroom. Eat some Swiss chard because it will make you go. Okay, and this is another pepper plant. I don't think I see anything growing. Sometimes it's hard to see because the leaves cover it, but it has those long green peppers that we like, and so we just keep on growing. And there's a small cucumber down there I don't know what is going on with this cucumber because it always grows weird shaped cucumbers. Make it make sense, I don't know. And of course we do need to clean. That's a constant job, guys. Cleaning weeds, they grow like grass so fast. Okay, so these were the greens. I know it looks hideous, but we had to cut them because whatever got to it, tore it all the way up. I mean, tore it up. But since it rained, I'm going to spray these this morning because, you know, when it rains, it washes it off. So I'm going to re-spray everything again. So you can still see a little damage here from the bugs. So I cut it back, so hopefully it will sprout more greens, or else I will restart all of these. So you can see there's some new leaves forming on those little parts sticking out. So hopefully I can still get a good harvest out of these greens, because you can keep greens for a long time. And this is our last bed with the bell peppers in here. I mean, I've pulled some out of here, but this was the bed that had the butternut squash, and those squash bugs came in full force. So I got an elixir for they behinds, because I'm learning, as I'm going, as to what to use to kill these little varmints. And because we work very hard to get a harvest out of what we plant. And you want to plant because, guys, look, we're living in perilous times right now, as you notice. If you haven't noticed, you're totally oblivious. Do the best you can, if you can, grow something just to offset the cost, because you want to eat as healthy and clean as possible. They're putting a lot of things in the food, and you don't want that in your system. You do not want to poison your system with garbage. So this is how it's doing, and I'm probably going to check and see, because I check it just about every day to see if there's anything growing in here. And I don't, oh, there's a pepper back there. If you can see it, I gotta kind of get in close. It's just under that leaf there, so I'll probably keep my eye on it. And let's see. See, it's kind of hard for me. I have to really feel. With a person with vision challenges, you have to feel to see if the thing is there, because looking sometimes could be right under my nose and I don't see it. So I always put my gloves on to look down in there, because I don't trust these bugs out here. So this is where the butternut squash was. So we had to get rid of it. We lost about maybe 4 to 5 squashes out of this bed. So it's, live and learn. It's always a learning process when it comes to gardening. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, guys, and make sure that you put a like on my videos. If it's something you want to see on my channel, please put it in the comments. Something you want me to do more of. But I appreciate your support, and thank you for coming to the channel to watch these videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.